You know, I just was going to my storage.
We're recording, but can I get one mic check one time? Sit up. Sit up so I can get some mic check.
Hello.
Michael.
Everybody go.
Hello? Is it my turn yet?
Mic check, 1, 2.
Yeah,
Michael.
Michael. Check.
Mike.
Is that you?
Hello?
I think we're good. There's one of us that you don't hear at all.
What are we talking about today?
So we're gonna do MMA, I think.
Yeah, should we do...
Reimagine.
Like, how are we going to do this?
There he is.
We're here.
Oh, and can't forget this guy. Oh, all right. I'm glad I stopped recording before you
Put
said
the fat
you look
filter,
good.
non-fat filter on.
Do you have anything to pull up?
So, we're going to record, Elon was with Trump.
Wait, is this right off the bat? Or are we filming already? Oh, so this is what we're going to cover this week
Yes.
on MMA Weekly Podcast, episode 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford declined to fight Conor McGregor. Sean Strickland is owned by
Alex
Alex. Conor McGregor being irrelevant as usual.
Of course.
Some more,
We're just kidding, Connor. We love you.
Music licensing reimagined.
some more Alex.
Diddy parties.
Some Diddy. Some more Alex. Basically a bunch of happy time stuff.
All right.
All right.
We're gonna go.
Yeah, okay. All right. When are we going to do the intro?
I can't read.
What episode is this?
I say 5. I wouldn't count last week. Last week was like a half.
Yeah, we're just gonna do clips, right? Are you posting?
All
this?
right. I'm ready.
I didn't post it.
Are we recording? Perfect. Welcome back to the MMA Weekly Podcast. We're covering a bunch of stuff from the MMA fight universe. Obviously, UFC just happened. Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. We're going to cover that and all the exciting stuff from combat sports this week. We're here with me, Overt, a professional fighter, professional gamer, one of the owners of Happy Punch. We got MMA Weekly in the house and Bad Bobby, along with the man himself, the man who gave birth to me, my father.
His father.
Yeah, perfect. All right, so what are we covering first? What's the first thing? How did you enjoy the fights? They're good?
You know what? I originally was gonna go and meet up with shout out to MMA Hot Mike Matt Perino, our friend, the announcer at DJ's Tavern, I think.
Yeah.
I think I saw you comment you were gonna go.
I was thinking about going and then I didn't.
I didn't go.
Perfect. It looked good though.
Being that I do this for a living, in quotes, I don't really like being out with a bunch of drunk people yelling. I want to watch the fights. I want to sit down. I want to know what's going on. And my wife also told me not to go. So I didn't go. And I enjoyed it. You know, originally I was telling people if Alex Pereira was not main eventing this fight, then nobody would watch it. And then I looked at the card, and there was a couple good fights in there. But originally I was a little bit put off, like, they're just throwing a pay-per-view together. But I got to say, after watching the entire card, starting with the last fight on the undercard, Wonder Boy versus my friend Joaquin Buckley.
That's why I started.
It was a hell of a fight. It was amazing. So if you guys want to start at...
Yeah, let's start there.
Let's start there and work our
Joaquin
way up.
Buckley versus Wonder Boy. I thought that was a great fight. I was actually... I'm a big fan of both guys. And you know Joaquin?
I know him, yep.
Oh,
yeah. I go on
awesome.
his lives. We talk some shit, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So I don't know
Let me try to
either
call
of
him
them.
right now.
Yeah, see if you can FaceTime him. I don't know either of them, but Wonder Boy goes and trains with a bunch of my friends like FaZe Sensei and a bunch of guys. So he kind of runs in similar circles. So, of course, with the fight, slightly biased towards Wonder Boy, but overall, I was just excited to see those two guys because they're both like very explosive strikers. I was excited to see them both fight each other. Obviously, Joaquin Buckley won. Congrats to you. Wonder Boy, I think, did a great job. I think there was a lot of good moments in the fight. Let's see if we can FaceTime Joaquin Buckley. That would be amazing. If we could get him on the podcast as a guest. a brand new guest right now.
Let's see. He may not
We're
answer.
FaceTiming a guy right now.
We'll see.
Oh, there he is. Nope, that's not him.
I'll send him a photo of us in here, and then he'll answer. Or not. He's a busy guy. On his way to a world title.
How did you feel about the fight? Obviously happy that Joaquin won, because that's your boy.
We're talking about your fight on MMA Weekly. Let's go.
What's up? Congrats, bro. Congrats.
You got to answer the phone.
Congrats.
We're live. I strategically looked at this fight not only because I was doing a bunch of parlays, and if Roundtree would have won, I would have.
On what site?
I went to Durango.
Oh, okay.
And just
shout out Durango. Please give us a overall sponsorship. We'll come.
so
over there
I
all
was
the
looking
time.
at Wonder Boy in his prime couldn't stop Tyron Woodley twice. They've drawed once, but then he lost. I think Joaquin Buckley is a better version of Tyron Woodley.
Real okay.
And I don't just say that because they're jacked black dudes. I just think they have a very similar pressure, wrestling, striking style. So I didn't see Wonder Boy stopping Joaquin Buckley when he's now 41 years old and Joaquin's like 28. You know what I'm saying? If Wonder Boy wasn't going to do similar in stopping Tyrone in his prime, he was going to do it when he's older. So
yeah.
I went into that. I was a little hesitant because the last fight was Holland versus Wonder Boy, and he went out there and just dominated Holland on the feet.
him.
But that was a striking match. So I wasn't sure how it was going to pan out 100%, but I went. It's my Joaquin Buckley's my guy. I put money on Joaquin, and he went out there and dominated in amazing, spectacular fashion. And he's on his way, I honestly think, to the belt. But like he said, one more call out. Last time he called out Conor McGregor, which I think was dope. You got one shot when they give you the mic. Talk shit.
Wait,
Right.
Joaquin called out Conor?
Yeah, he called out Conor
Doesn't he
McGregor.
eclipse him by about 47 pounds of pure iron and steel?
Yeah, but they're both
muscular-wise?
fighting in the 170-pound division. So
Oh, okay, I guess.
if you
They're both the same size, probably.
If you win at 170, that's his fourth win in a row. Call out the biggest guy in the sport. Why not? This is your time.
Yeah.
So I love what Joaquin's doing. But this time when he won, he said, I think I need one more fight. And he called out Kamaru Usman, which I think got everybody excited because that will be a hell of a fight. I honestly think Joaquin's going to win, too. His striking is ridiculous. That dude hits like a goddamn Mack truck. So, I mean, it was a good fight. I was excited. What'd you think?
I mean, I thought the fight itself was great. Obviously, Wonder Boy, I think looks good, but he is older now. And if he gets clipped by a guy like Joaquin, I think that what happened was going to happen, right? I think that's cool that Joaquin Buckley called out Kamaru Usman. If he would have called out Jake Paul, I would have been excited about that as well, or Conor McGregor. I thought Joaquin Buckley did very well, too, with the ending there, where he... I thought he was very honorable with the not slaying of the downed opponent, which was cool. You know, so that was exciting.
Yeah, that was a proud moment.
Yes,
when
that
he
was
backed
good.
off.
I like that. I
I
like that
have
when
more
somebody
respect for him.
when somebody knocks somebody down and doesn't go after them. I think that Alex Pereira did that in the last fight as well, which I enjoyed. Big fan of that. Big samurai, big honorable kind of guy.
Not me. Kill him.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Well,
Step on him.
sounds about right. Moving on to Kayla Harrison versus Vieira.
Yeah.
Right?
Sounds good enough.
Sounds good enough.
Sounds
I was
good.
excited. I mean, who did Kayla Harrison fight? She fought Holly.
Holly
did
Holm.
She fight Holly Holm. Okay.
Yep. Double-legged her to hell and beat her up.
How did she win that? By UD? By unanimous decision? I don't remember.
No, I think she submitted her. Let me look.
She submitted her? Okay,
don't
well,
remember
with this
either.
fight, I was excited to see her. She's jacked, too. Did you see the pictures of her, like, pulling up to the event?
Yeah.
That's insane. I'm like, I don't know.
Her bicep.
It's literally almost the size of mine, which is crazy.
Rear
Yes.
naked choke. 1 minute, 47 seconds into the second round.
That's right. I remember this now. So that fight, I think, obviously a dominating performance. I thought that Vieira did very good. I thought that she did better than I expected she would. But I think, what was she ranked? Number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Drink
had
number
a
two.
lot of heart.
And Kayla came in and overall dominated and won. I honestly thought that she was gonna win via stoppage, not.
We
via
all did. It
unanimous
was a
decision,
minus
Yeah.
1,300, I think.
Was it that big?
Yeah.
I saw it at 1,200. Yeah.
That's why my
Oh, wow.
parlay didn't pay anything because she was on there.
That's crazy.
When Kayla won and we were waiting for her to speak, that even if Kayla didn't say it to Rogan on the mic, that she was disappointed in herself. And I think that's because she's such a competitor at the highest level. She's won multiple world titles, 2 Olympic gold medals. And she, just like Bo Nickel, we all expected Bo Nickel in his last fight to go in there and dominate this guy. And he said, I'm disappointed. Went to, I think, a decision. And he obviously won unanimous decision all 3 rounds. But at that level of competitor and that level of like belief, even if you win against the number 2 person on your second fight or third fight in the UFC, you're still disappointed in yourself, which you don't need to be disappointed in yourself. You're a savage. But that just shows the level of human that these competitors are. So I don't know. I liked it. The other girl was big too. I think that
She
they
was
underestimated the size of her.
Yeah,
She was not as muscular, but she was a big girl, real big girl.
Now Kayla said that she could beat all 3.
in the same night.
in the same night. After seeing that fight, do you think she really could, or that's
I
just
don't.
hubris?
I don't.
I don't think that she could, but I'd love to see it regardless.
She might be able to beat Pena and Pennington in the same night.
The way she fights in a style that would be perfect for
That's crazy.
for
Yo,
like
come on the
multiple
podcast.
fights in one night. That style. But you think so?
No. I think that, and nothing against PFL, Bellator, but like Dana said, this is the UFC, and when everybody comes here, it's just a different level of competitor. The competition is just at the highest level. So you could be dominating 10-0, first round finishes in any other organization. You come into the UFC, and then you get put, up against these sharks, and in your brain, you're like, well, this is who I am. I had the belt. I'm coming here to take this one. And then you go from the number 11 to the number 2, and it may go your way, but it's not going to completely go your way. It's just a whole different level of fight. I'll say it again. She was a big, long, strong Brazilian.
I think she definitely did way better than a lot of people. Even though she's ranked number 2, you hear Kayla Harrison and she's so hyped, right? Coming into the UFC, I think that Vieira did way better than anybody expected her to. Obviously, the negative 1,200 or minus 1,200.
A little disrespectful.
That's crazy. Yeah. Afterwards,
A little bit.
Moving on to Roman Dolidze?
Yeah.
Dolidze
Thank
versus
you.
Kevin Holland.
I did a TKO bet on that fight,
Did you really?
and I hit. Yep.
Wow.
Obviously, Kevin Holland, basically, honestly, one of my favorite fighters. Crazy guy, talks a lot in the cage, does a lot of antics outside of the cage as well. He's almost like a Batman type superhero outside of the cage, stopping all these random crimes like petty theft and stuff. And he's out there getting people. Obviously, he lost in between rounds via TKO because of the rib injury, which sucks. And then they played it back, and when he was trying to pop out of that side control, right? And he had his rib pop out of place, which is not good, not fun.
I scared my daughter by yelling at the TV,
Quit!
and I'm a big Kevin Holland
because of that. Because of your bad.
Yeah, and when I say parlay, I had $5 on the parlay. I don't have any money, so it was still fun. But yeah, he is a superhero. He's just he's the new Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah. We'll take any fight. Is it going to be exciting whether he wins or he loses? He's like a Cowboy Cerrone type of guy.
Talk about superheroes. Did you hear Hernandez in his post-fight talking about a shooting?
Today, on the way home from breakfast, saw someone get shot. What? My boy Raw Dog chased down the shooter.
Brandon
Kinda crazy.
Royval.
I was like, dude, we got to do today, bro. We don't have time to play Ice-T, SUV. We gotta get to the hotel. But that was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was the morning of the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't hear about
they
that.
were walking back to the hotel after eating, and then about 5 shots, I think he said, rang out. And then Brandon Royval, who fights this weekend, goes chasing after the guy that shot the guy, and I think they
got him.
They killed that guy. Killed somebody,
And they stopped him?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know if Brandon did, but he went after him. But the cops did end up getting him. Yeah,
Still
He's not a big
savage
guy.
though compared to most people.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because even bantamweight, you're still walking around 100.
I will say, mind your business as a former military police staff sergeant. Do not go after people shooting guns. I've also been blown up and shot at many times in Iraq. So stay away. Go home and kiss your family. You're not a hero. You will die. You will die. Dying sucks.
Next fight.
Moving on to Jose Aldo versus Mario Batista.
I want to hear Dad's. If you could describe
I'm
Jose.
going to be honest.
I gotta
don't
tell you,
even-
that
look, he's
crushed
gonna-
me.
Did it crush you? Did you
Yes.
Did you watch it? He had to run.
No, but
I
if you
watched
could,
that
You
one.
watched that one?
if you could
I love him.
explain
Okay.
Jose Aldo to people that I've never seen. I don't even know what UFC is. If you could explain to me what Jose Aldo is.
He's just a toothpick of energy.
A
to me.
toothpick.
Toothpick of energy.
I like
And
My dad's
you,
big.
You really know you're gonna be watching a great fight when he gets in the ring or in the cage. It's worth your time to watch it.
So
I really wanted him to do much better.
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on. Even post-fight, Dana spoke about it with what they would say stalling, because every time Jose Aldo would beat him on the feet, he would just get pushed up against the cage, and he couldn't get away. Which, in a little, he's got to take a little bit of accountability that you couldn't get off the cage. But if you rewatch the fight, that Dana was being asked about, what should the refs do? Should you break it up more? If you see a guy stalling because he doesn't want to stand and fight, and he wants to like beat the guy by just putting him up against the cage. How many times
he
should
was
the
trying
ref?
To take him down, and he was just stuffing.
Yeah, but if they
stopping his
can't take
takedowns.
him down,
Yeah.
and the guy can't change position, and they do this for
It was a horrible
8 minutes of a
decision.
15.
Horrible. I don't know where they got that because the guy just had failed attempts of takedowns.
So who did you have? You had
I had Aldo winning. He got robbed.
yeah.
I feel the same way. Aldo was doing great. I wish he would have done it much better, so he could have done something where they looked at it and said, "Hey, this gives him a little bit more." He won. I felt like he could have done more.
Yeah, I just don't see what the judges were looking at really on scoring. To be honest with you,
The whole night, the judges sucked. You guys shouldn't be able to judge unless you are a fighter, a former fighter, a jiu-jitsu black belt. You got dentists going in there. Never seen a fighter been punched in their mouth their entire life, and they're calling fights that are going to impact careers and people's lives and half their pay. Yeah, they absolutely sucked in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Yeah, 100%. I think that any judge should be a former fighter or at least have experience training or whatever it is. But as far as Jose Aldo is concerned, you had asked like how would you describe him to somebody who's never seen him, or like so many people came in after Jose was like after he was champion, but he was undefeated for how long? Like
about 10 years.
10 years.
Until
right?
Conor.
Until Conor. So Conor McGregor is as famous as he is because of Jose Aldo, basically. Because he went in there and he beat a guy who was undefeated for 10 years. Basically the John Jones of his division, or, you know, this guy is comparable to like GSP, Anderson Silva, John Jones. That's Jose Aldo. So for me, I wanted to see him win, obviously, because he's like a legend of the sport. As far as the decision is, I thought he was going to take a split. I don't know if I felt as strongly about the decision as you did, but to see him lose sucked.
He was the only person I've seen, the only fighter I've seen that walk in with a prop with the crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the king of Rio.
Yeah, I think we did a live stream, and I think it was 70 to 80% felt like he got robbed
Really?
in the chat. Not that means anything, but
Yeah.
it was like overwhelmingly, you know, we had a good crowd on there too, and it's like we all thought he got robbed. But
He's 38. He's my age, and he looked tremendous. And now his later part of his career is at bantamweight. He was a 45 goat. So
he was the
who
first,
knows what he would have done if he was started at 35s? You know?
Yeah, he was the first one to hold the belt in that division when he.
Oh, when they came over from
from WEC.
It was him, Uriah Faber. It was that whole crew. Yeah, Dominic Cruz. Yeah, that's
Yeah, he
my
was
era.
dominant.
Yeah, 2008.
OG
yeah.
times. Moving on to the women bantamweight fight. It's Julia Pena versus Raquel Pennington. And obviously, Pena winning by decision. I think
I
she
was
put on
surprised, to
Really?
be honest. And I thought Pena would win, but I didn't think she did enough.
I screamed so loud I thought the neighbors were going to call the cops.
Did you think she?
I had a 6-fight parlay,
you screaming at
and
every
she was the fifth.
Yes, sorry,
And she won.
Counting the shekels over there.
I was like, I'm going to make $72, and this is going to pay for the pay-per-view. I think that
You paid for the pay-per-view.
Did you pay for it?
I did eventually.
Me too,
I
I always pay
I made
for
$40 this weekend after everything
Nice.
was said. Was done.
After the tax.
Maybe
the
less.
PPV tax.
Yeah. Well, between the ticket, the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. I always pay for the pay-per-views as well, and everybody else should.
Did you guys think that
Always.
Pena won it outright?
He actually didn't watch that fight.
I
He's gonna
didn't
pretend
watch,
like he did.
No, I did watch
Where?
the rerun.
Oh, okay. He was taking my brother somewhere. My brother's over
But
there
at
in
the time,
corner.
I wasn't screaming at the TV
That's
because I
true,
wasn't
'cause he was in
there.
a car.
I'm 60 in my 60s.
62
I was
years
in the
old.
bathroom.
They have videos of like 10 people in the stands asleep during
Really?
that fight.
Wow.
Yep. And it's not like they
I didn't think
I took that time to go to the bathroom.
For
We all
35
got to go.
minutes.
Hey, you can't scroll your whole feed in 10. You need more.
Thank you.
I was excited for this fight, even though. Well, let's backtrack a little bit. They were both roommates on The Ultimate Fighter 10 years ago. And then somewhere along the lines, and look, if you've never lived in a room with a bunch of strangers, you don't understand it. The owner of this beautiful studio to my left, Luis, him and I are Army veterans. We've all got shipped somewhere and been around 100 assholes that we didn't know. And by the third day, we wanted to take the guy down with the flag and stab everyone in the room. It's very hard to live with strangers and sleep and eat and not be able to contact home. And so as much as they look back and go, we annoyed each other, you were supposed to. That's why they made The Ultimate Fighter. I don't necessarily know why. I'll ask you guys how they haven't fought.
Yeah.
They've been in the same division at like the highest level for a decade plus, and they've never fought. And to me, it's like, I don't know if they weren't ducking each other. They wanted to punch each other in the face, but I was excited for this fight.
On the Ultimate Fighter?
No, because Pena won Ultimate Fighter. Pennington broke her hand, so she couldn't fight. It would have been them, but Pena won Ultimate Fighter. But it was a good fight. I like Pena. I honestly think you got to kill that woman to get her out of there. The champ is an absolute savage. That Venezuelan vixen will come out and put it on you. And she's the only person to beat the GOAT, really, in devastating fashion. Tap her out, finish Amanda Nunes. So,
did you think she did enough to take the belt from Pennington?
I was worried. I
I
think her jab did.
I thought she was winning going into the fourth, and then Pennington obviously won the fourth and had that knockdown.
You just never know what they're going to like. Are they going to octagon control or, like they did with the Jose Aldo fight? Did they give that guy more points for holding him against the cage and not getting a takedown? I don't know what these individual judges are looking at. But as I watched the fight from my house, Juliana Pena, especially in the first round and a few moving forward, her jab could not be stopped. Her jab was just clean, crisp, kept getting through. So I don't know what the judges were looking at, but she didn't get robbed. Pennington did not. It wasn't a robbery.
It wasn't. It was close. The fifth round I felt like was really close, but I felt like with the knockdown in the fourth round and her almost being in real big trouble. I thought that would have tipped it into Pennington's favor. So I was surprised.
I thought that Pena won, but with her, do we think, because she called out Amanda again.
That pissed off Kayla.
Yeah, I know, right? She did the little running thing. I think that Kayla versus her would be great. I don't know. Do you think that Amanda would come back to fight her again for the trilogy fight?
I don't think. After Amanda Nunes beat her in a dominant fashion, and I don't. She's in Brazil chilling, eating steaks.
I don't think
man.
she's shown any interest of coming back.
She's
Have
like
you seen any
Khabib.
interest?
I've seen nothing from Amanda. No.
How much money did she? She's good.
So Kayla versus Pena. How do we feel?
Kayla's gonna beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
I
No
think
disrespect.
I think she's so good in that one thing that she just dominates.
Specialist.
Yeah.
But you never know, because we all thought Amanda Nunes was gonna beat the hell out of Kayla or beat the hell out of Pena, and Pena beat Amanda Nunes. So I think this is one of those fights that nothing against, and it's not. I don't want to give shit to the women's division, but there's a lot of fights that don't make me jump out of my seat. I am actually excited to see Pena versus Kayla. I'm a big fan of Kayla. She is America. Follow MMA Weekly. We got to get you on the podcast. I'm a vet. You're an Olympic gold champ. We both fought for this country. Let's roll. Sad to throw that in there. But
Nice.
I think
I
Kayla's
think the
just
lead
too
up-
strong, man. I think she's jacked.
entertaining too, like on the mic and everything. I think she does a very good job of playing it up so she's entertaining for the people. She's good for the UFC as well.
Yeah, she's at ATT. How many champs have? What do you think, Daddy-O?
I don't know at this point. I don't know. I don't.
That's a good answer.
Hey,
Let me
None of
ask
us
you,
know.
do you like that Oreo Coke?
Take a sip
I
of it
don't.
and try it.
I don't.
Live-
You
live
don't
on
like
the
it.
thing.
My throat is just.
Oreo
What is that?
Coke-
He
Coke-
likes it.
I don't have for that. I just don't have one way or another. I just don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to say anything about it because I just do not have enough feeling about that.
Wait, you gotta try this. Live reaction.
Try.
Oreo Coke, 0 calories.
Sounds horrible.
Well, you're definitely not going to get sponsored by them by that taste.
Oh, thanks,
I thought it was because I said horrible.
this is good.
I haven't tasted
like
it.
it.
Don't.
It just the packaging doesn't look good. To
No,
me.
it's just looks
It's very dark.
He's
dead.
like, you're all against me.
But
You turn
PJ
Coke
says
against
it's really good. I will give it a shot.
And it's 0 calories, so instead of drinking water, you can just drink this. It's good for you, you know?
Can we ask the boss man over here? What did you think? No.
No, it's a no from you? Okay.
You've had the Oreo Coca-Cola?
I don't think I ever want to try it.
Perfect. Sponsor us,
I
Oreo.
agree.
This is good. So moving on to Alex Tejeda
Why haven't we
versus
seen
Khalil Roundtree.
PJ? He got sponsored by Coke, and he told everyone to go fuck themselves.
Huge announcement.
Huge announcement. So Alex Pereira versus Khalil Roundtree. Honestly, I think actually, maybe arguably, best fight of the year. Is that crazy to say?
Of the year?
Of the year? Is that absurd?
I'll tell you what, if not the best, it should be close.
Top
'Cause
three?
I was off.
Can we do top 3?
I was off the couch.
Definitely top 3.
Top 3. Okay, what's the best one then?
There's been so many though.
Oh wow, how convenient! You can't tell me the best one. It's crazy.
If you can't say the best one.
Yeah, but we
that
just
would have
watched
to
that
be-
one. None of you guys could say another fight either.
Well, because that one was so good,
That
it
was so good.
completely
They just don't have
blank
to.
slated my mind of all the other fights.
I will agree with my co-host and brother. Best fight of the year.
It was definitely. That's good. Good. Nice.
Definitely heart of the year.
Oh, for
Khalil Roundtree.
Amazing. I'm sad for Khalil, but I'm happy for Alex because obviously it's cool to have a big boogeyman of a division, and Alex is definitely that. Khalil Roundtree, I actually think that he came out of this fight, even though he didn't win, it's one of those occasions where he comes out looking just as good, if not better, than he was before because he had so much heart in it, and he's kept
More
coming after
loved.
him.
More loved.
I think he's
by
coming out-
everybody.
yeah.
It
more
reminds
loved.
me of like when Colby Covington couldn't get past Usman. But if Usman didn't exist, Colby would be the champ. I think that there's nobody besides Pereira that can beat Roundtree in the
Really?
205 division.
I think that you're going to see Roundtree for the next few years at the top like that. Obviously, I think he's going to be fighting for another title. I could see it happening again because, and obviously for me, I was already a fan, but to see him do this made me even more of a fan because he really went out there, and even when he was getting dominated, he was still like swinging hard, not going down. But yeah, Alex is just a boogeyman.
No,
Well,
let me-
why did he take away half of his tool shed?
that's what I was
Like,
going to
I
ask.
just
If
saying-
you're his coach, I would be like, why are you going to stand with this guy?
Yeah. Why did they let him do that, or at least lie about it and then go, gotcha?
Yeah,
Double
I mean,
leg,
who's
bitch.
gonna
Yeah.
be who's gonna be upset? He said, "Oh, it was part of my game plan to take him down the whole time." Why
Yeah,
did
he's
he
like, we're
just
here for
stand?
the fans. Yes, but, as you'd say, you're here for your family and your legacy, and you're here to fight for the belt. So go in there and give yourself the best chance. And if you got to use more tools from the tool shed, takedowns,
That's what MMA
grappling.
is.
There wasn't that.
Minimal.
Khalil Roundtree is a huge leg kicker, and he's got ridiculous Muay Thai. He threw no.
yeah.
He had to have had like a pulled groin or something, or a messed up knee. Why his leg kick is one of his
Did
biggest
Alex
weapons.
throw leg kicks?
Yes,
Yeah, he
He did?
did.
Okay.
that's what slowed him down. Yeah,
Khalil
yeah.
also might have been he went so full throttle with the striking in the first 2 rounds, and he clipped Alex a lot. Obviously, dropped him a little bit. I don't know.
I think the
was
first
like a-
round was his.
Did you? He definitely was outstruck him. Maybe the first 2 rounds, right? Definitely outstruck him and like dropped him. And I think that Alex was pretty honest. He goes, I don't know if I was dropped or I slipped. I got to go back and watch it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that he definitely got dropped by Khalil when he did that little spin and he caught him, right? So I think that Khalil spent a lot of the gas doing that, and then maybe the wrestling. Wrestling
could-
takes so much energy.
We could see it in the third
Yeah.
round. You could tell. And then Pereira started going back to the basics. Like his coach said, let's be heavier on the jab, leg kicks, try to tire him out. And that's exactly kind of what happened. I saw it slowly, and I was looking at the television going, oh, man. Khalil lives out here, fights at Syndicate, I think. Super good dude. I know he's Khalil. I know you love golf. Let's play some golf. We'll do an MMA Weekly vlog. But goddamn, what a performance! And that guy's so fast for 205, like scary
Super
fast.
fast.
Anybody that's not 6'5" like Pereira gets KO'd because when he comes in, it's 1, 2, 3 was catching Pereira or just missing. Anybody else that's not as experienced as Pereira is getting KO'd right at the tip of the chin.
Oh yeah, I think that he took a lot of shots in the first couple rounds that would have KO'd like a bunch of other guys. And then also when Alex did finally drop him, I thought it was cool once again, honorable to not keep striking because the guy was.
He knew he was.
Yeah.
done. Did the right thing.
What does that say about Izzy? Was it the weight cut to 185, or is Izzy just that son of a gun? Like he just has his number because they both came up literally together.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those things where somebody so well, and I wonder if they ever run it back in the future. That'd be great. But obviously, Izzy one of the goats of striking.
Can we talk about Pereira's training partner, Sean Strickland, who's just been announced?
I thought this was very interesting. We'll definitely go to that. The referee talking about the power. He never heard a punch from another fighter sound like this. This is Joe Rogan here. Hat tip to Happy Punch.
Thank you, Happy Punch.
Oops.
And Mark Goddard came up to me he said, I've been doing this for 20 years. And he goes, the way he hits people, he goes, the sound is like nothing I've ever heard before. He said it's ungodly. Really? That's what he kept saying. He says it's ungodly.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's wild. Mark Goddard being like one of the most veteran referees in the game, to say that about Alex says a lot, because he's seen everybody in the world from, Francis Ngannou to John Jones to whoever punching. So for him to have that opinion of Alex is...
His 500th fight that he reffed was this card.
Oh, was it 500 fights?
Yeah, they called it. I think it was the co-main event was his 500th fight that he had reffed.
Wow.
That's a lot
Yeah,
of fights.
that's
He's a big dude. Have you guys met him in person? He's he's a 205er at least. Maybe a 185er that shrinks down 60 pounds, but yeah, he's a big guy. He's a jiu-jitsu guy too, right?
Yeah, black belt, I think.
Yeah.
So this is Sean Strickland. What did you want to lead into it?
I was just going to say, did you guys see that January 18th, DDP is going to fight Sean Strickland again for the belt? I didn't know.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
yeah.
that either.
Yeah.
Oh.
That'd be fun. Sean's
Awesome.
kind of a maniac. Sean Strickland, you're a little bit of a maniac. He actually I've been invited to train with him a bunch of times. I'm glad that I haven't, because we all see that he treats his training partners very well. He trains with Gabriel Checo from Mika's. So his instructor, training partner, is a black belt that I grew up with that used to train me all the time. So he went and started his own school, and they train together all the time. So I think that he is normally in the cage with him, I believe. So I get invited a lot to train with him. Maybe I'll take it up for I don't want to get sneakoed, So maybe I'll do like a YouTube video, and I'll be like, hey, take it really easy on me, though.
Yeah, well, I thought was really cool is Alex said in the post-fight press conference, he gave a hat tip to Sean. Said part of this belt is Sean's because he came out to Salt Lake and helped me train. And here's a little piece of Strickland. Give him props. You could tell the guy gives a lot of super respect to Alex. Oh,
Yeah. Keep the right hand up. I don't want to spar you there, bro. Show me.
Thank you.
I felt like I did really well with it, but you would have knocked me out right there. That's why I hate sparring him, bro. Like, when I feel like I'm doing good, I feel like maybe I'm winning the rounds, he just hits me with some
I feel like Sean is a bully to everyone else except for when he's around Pereira.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like a little kid. Like, oh, like everyone else,
Alex, he got thick wrists. His wrists are incredibly thick.
He made all that money. He's been riding dirt bikes, fishing, and eating good food.
It's funny. You see these guys on TV, and you kind of you're so used to seeing them on a screen, and then you see them in person, and they're like, wow, these are actually professional athletes. I think a lot of people, especially in the comments sections and stuff, have this idea of like, oh, they're a normal guy like me. Then you go and meet them, they're all giants and freakish.
Sean. Even Extreme Couture's where they train. Randy's a friend of mine. I go to the gym for MVP, the program for veterans, and you can walk in any day and you'll see like Chris Curtis and Sean in there. Just these guys are massive.
Yeah. Like you might see this and go, this looks like a guy who could make me a nice burger at a barbecue with the family. Then you go and you meet them in person. This man's like 230 pounds.
He looks like
absolutely unstoppable.
I lived in Louisiana. He looks like the guy that has the old four-wheeler and like boots on and shorts with no shirt, and he's catching crawfish for fun. And he's just like, that's what he reminds me of. He looks like an old Cajun boy.
How much better do you think he's gotten because, he's trained with Pereira?
Oh, probably a ton, right? Because iron sharpens iron, steel sharpens steel type thing. So I'm excited actually to see him come back and fight Dricus.
How do you think that's going to go?
Duplessis. Honestly, I like Dricus, but I definitely like Sean Strickland more. And I think that he is exciting. No matter what he's doing or what's happening, he brings a lot of viral moments. And for me, being like an internet guy, I want more viral moments. Because honestly, I don't see anything from DDP at all.
No, and last time he went to fight, when he had to defend his belt against DDP, They sent him to Canada, to a communist country. It was all bullshit. This is America. This guy is America. I'm an
very
American.
American.
I want to see Sean Strickland. He rides dirt bikes in the desert. He shoots guns. He blows shit up. He talks shit. He's not calling you by your pronouns. I want to see him fight and get his belt back in the US of A.
Yeah,
Period.
I like it. I want more viral moments from Sean Strickland. I need him apprehending people outside of his house. I need him blowing up things. I need him yelling on Twitter. I want him back as champion.
Yeah,
And
he's
talk
almost
about
got nicer.
viral moments.
Oh!
This last week, we can't go with
His dance
big
was a little
moment.
bit
The
suspect.
big moment of the weekend. Elon
Yeah,
Musk
always.
You
shows
saw
up
it?
with Trump in, was it Butler, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, he went back to
where
Butler.
where Trump was shot. And yeah, what do you think? Do you think Elon adds anything?
I'm a big fan of Elon Musk, and I think that he definitely adds by coming out in support of Trump. I think he definitely adds to it. And I also like his really evil Empire Star Wars hat that he did with the dark "Make America Great Again" hat instead of the red version. I like the Star Wars evil version, which is sick. He looks just like everybody from the Empire, which is great.
Darth Vader.
Very Darth Vader-esque. But no, I actually liked it. I liked his little dance, like you just mentioned, his little dance when he came out on stage. Oh, he's so awkward.
He did
I
seem
love him.
A little
he
bit of
did
the
seem-
tism in there.
Yeah, a little bit of the tism, but obviously it's working out very well.
He did seem genuinely excited to
Yeah.
be up on stage there. You
Yeah, he
could
doesn't-
tell he's not faking it.
I don't think he knows how to fake emotions.
I think that's the biggest thing for me is I like it when somebody's genuine, whether they're nice or not, or a little bit of the tism or not. I appreciate the seeing somebody be genuine. And
Yeah, be
Elon Musk
real.
was. Yeah,
if you
be
don't
real.
like me and I walk up to you and
Yeah.
I say, hey, what's up? And you actually don't like me,
Yeah.
say, bro, I don't like you. Don't shake my hand and act like you're a bitch if you don't like me. Be fucking honest. No, you could edit this out, but even this weekend, I've seen people that I got that vibe.
Yeah.
Fucking tell. I'm from Jersey. I will respect you more if you don't like me by being honest and being a man. Don't shake my hand and then act all cold, because then I'm going to think you're a pussy.
I've been telling him this for years.
For 33 years. My
Somebody
dad from New Jersey.
I've
saying
had
the
my
same
mouth
thing.
shut for years.
Just tell me. I will not get
Thank
offended.
you. Thank you.
I do not care.
Kaden,
I got a wet one on
pay this,
top.
man.
That sounded
Okay,
kind of
I
good.
have it all.
But that's the thing. That's how it is in Jersey. If I like,
Thank you. I'm paying you.
Oh my
Trump
God.
coins.
oh
Wow.
Trump coins. You each get one. Even Louis. I said it that way.
Louis Vuitton. he meant.
Luis.
it's only the two old white guys that say.
Nice.
I'm gonna
I
mail
know.
one to my
I
dad.
paid you off. Are we good?
Oh, we're good.
Yeah. So
That was the best
Speak-
part of the podcast.
Yes, this was the best
No,
part.
No, I
that
got
really
another
is.
one.
That's good.
and you can edit this
now
out.
I feel like I can say something.
But we have a friend, and her name is Amy, who apparently got attacked by MMA Guru. And then my friend Nina Drama went publicly and went after MMA Guru. And I want to say, MMA Guru, I know you're in the UK, you guys do things differently. But if you ever come to Las Vegas for a pay-per-view and you want to sign a waiver and go to Extreme Couture, I'll punch you in your mouth. Do not talk shit about people in our bubble in Las Vegas from YouTube, you fat slob.
Dear MMA Guru, we'll put it out on Happy Bunch. Come through to Vegas whenever you want. This would be a great thing. Let's do what I'm in.
And I'm a fan a little bit of MMA. I like him,
of course.
but I will fight him. I got Nina's back. I got Amy's back. So, you know,
That's
it's
good. That's good.
because I just want to fight somebody.
No,
I
this
can't
is
breathe.
good.
It's starting to sound exciting.
You sound so angry.
I am angry.
No,
I got
that's not-
PTSD.
You gotta
No, in New Jersey.
And I'm on my third marriage.
In New Jersey, that's just
That's
passion and
baseline.
love.
That's just the baseline right
Yeah,
there.
that's just. It's not even over.
Yeah, that's how I say I love you.
That's how you come up and say hi to your mom.
Yeah. What's up, ho? Speaking of moms, my mom is evacuating Port Charlotte right now, Fort Myers, because she's going to get directly hit by the hurricane that's on its way. Even though we just... That's another thing, FEMA. Stop giving our money to immigrants, you piece of shit. You can delete that.
Illegal immigrants.
Illegal.
Let's just,
No, I mean...
I don't.
You're in there. Hey, my-
Immigrants good.
My
Illegal
stepfather's
immigrants
Puerto
bad.
Rican. He yells at me all the time. They're voting for Kamala. But yeah, no, in all honesty, my mom just called me earlier. She's leaving town because Wednesday night, it's going to be a Category 5 hitting right directly. So she had to put all their furniture from outside. And yeah, so I'll pray for everybody over there.
Yeah, prayers and wishes with those people.
Even though I don't believe in God that much. Just kidding. So, what is next?
Really backtrack quick on that one.
It's getting
We did
dark.
have a couple beers before we got
It's
in
getting
here.
dark like this Coke.
Here we
all
got
right.
Terrence Crawford denying he doesn't want to fight Conor McGregor. I guess
I don't
Conor's really trying to be relevant. We got a couple of clips here for Conor.
Connor trying to be relevant?
Yeah, it's just he's really trying here, but here we go.
He's probably tweeting right now.
In the octagon, but Crawford got talking to me here about you and me. A 2-fight deal, MMA first, boxing second. Is that true, bud? I said, I know you have an extensive background and balls the size of a Bengali tiger.
They offered me to fight, and I said, hell no.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not getting in no fucking octagon with you so you can be kicking me and elbowing me and shit.
They're asking for a fight. It's going to be hundreds of millions on the line. What's up?
He was like, but we'll make a shit ton of money.
Shit, ton of money.
I said, yeah, sometimes it ain't about the money. You ain't about to be kicking me, dude. Yeah, you kicks me.
Is that Kendrick Lamar?
Is that? Yeah, I think that's what the UFC said, right? What weight does he fight at? I actually don't even know. 160. Oh, perfect. That would actually be, if they would actually do, I mean, they never would, but if they would do a boxing match and then a MMA fight, that would be awesome. I wonder if they would meet in the middle and do like a BKFC thing. I don't know. I'm just saying things, guys. I'm not sure. BKFC, Conor McGregor, bare knuckle, Terrence Crawford, bare knuckle. That's in the middle. That's not MMA or boxing. That's something other.
It's a
I would
hybrid.
watch that.
I'm down.
Here's Conor bullying. Is this a soccer player?
I was about to
don't know
say,
anything
gotta
about
bully this
soccer.
football guy.
Football, all right?
Football.
They're in Europe. It's football. He just wants to hit somebody.
Yo, he's fighting everybody but other fighters. That's great.
So apparently, according to this, is that the people there, the soccer establishment isn't happy about him sneaking onto the field.
Oh, I'm sure. Why would they not be happy about this? Anytime you got Conor McGregor with you, it's always a good day
Yeah,
for
you'd think so.
virality. You know, and he beats up a couple of your star guys. Big deal, you know?
Yeah,
Look at this. That's the man right
Gotta
there.
love it.
that's a great coin. It looks real too. I think this might be the reason why Jerry might not have been successful against Alex.
I gotta say, I love Yuri. This is great.
Is that his coach?
Everything he does is just.
Look at this stuff.
Bullshito?
He's literally a guy from an 80s karate movie. Every time I see him, he's doing something ridiculous.
But at the end, he does this thing like, oh yeah, that was the thing. This was.
Oh, now I see.
He's sitting in an ice lake right now with a blindfold on.
No, 100%. He's like in a dark room with a blindfold, and people are hitting him with those like wooden sticks. Swords. It's like as soon as I can dodge all of these blindfolded, I know that I'll be ready for the championship again.
Did you ever see that movie Accountant with Ben Affleck?
Oh,
And
yeah.
He's
No.
in the dark with that dowel running his shins.
Have you
That's
ever
what I see
seen
him doing?
Batman Begins? The right?
yeah.
He literally is training like Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins, where he's like in a random mountain with a bunch of random guys. It's good, honestly. I see.
Wait, hold on. You didn't see Accountant?
I never would know.
Oh
I've never
my
seen
gosh.
it.
I'm gonna send you. You gotta watch it with your girl tonight.
Is it good?
Oh,
She
he's
won't
got-
watch it. My
he's an
girl is an
autistic
iPad
killer.
kid.
If
Oh,
he saw
my girlfriend's an
Accountant, he'd be
autistic
talking
iPad
about
kid.
that
She
instead
only
of
can watch
Batman.
TikToks and 2X.
No, you'll
she
love
cannot
it.
watch a movie, but I will watch the movie. But I really like this. I definitely foresee like after he retires, him becoming like a real life Batman type figure.
Let me ask you guys, and you guys grew up in the 40s, so
Go on.
we look back at like my favorite movies with the Jean-Claude Van Damme and like the late 80s, early 90s. Do you think that any of that type of fighting still exists today? We just don't know about it. And like somewhere in Hong Kong underground.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
probably in other countries for sure.
Yeah, you think
Where
so?
they don't have real fighting. Yeah.
No, we're like
Where
it's
they
a
have-
kumite, like a straight up kumite.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
like blood sport?
Yeah. Do you think that
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
we gotta find him and go watch it? I'm down.
It'd have to.
Yeah, I don't want to get real dark. I like think of, yeah. I'm sure that kind of stuff goes on.
Yeah.
Like snuff wise for rich elites.
Exactly.
course.
That's
yeah,
what's
definitely.
happening.
Of course, at their mega mansion parties.
P.
I
Diddy.
can see that. D. Pity.
What? I want to know what do you think about this whole P. Diddy thing?
Well, I don't want to go to his party. No, I don't. And, and you know, the baby oil has
Yeah, no, they
No,
said
I
it.
didn't
it
even
is.
think of that.
It is drugs.
Your dad was enjoying the podcast until you came back.
Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to this amazing podcast. Don't hold us accountable. We're trying to figure this thing out.
Right, and everything we've said on this, because we're on the internet, it's all a joke.
And I was only kidding about. Hey, I was
None of
kidding
it's
about
true.
P. Jitty or P. Diddy.
PJ is
Oh, you
my
were P. Jitty.
name
PJ.
from when I
His
was a
name
kid.
used to be P. Jitty when he
Yeah.
was a kid.
Don't
for
find
jiu-jitsu,
my old
though.
stuff.
And there was
Pat
a lot
jiu-jitsu.
of baby oil.
Yeah, when I was a baby.
Jitty.
Baby.
Well, to end this on a really positive note, it's possible to pull up the Happy Punch Twitter. Is it possible to pull up the Happy
we
Punch
do that?
Twitter?
Can we do
Is
that?
a possibility?
We
No?
can't
Okay.
do it.
Go to Happy Punch Twitter. Thank you.
I could do it on my phone.
No, it's all right. Jorge Masvidal and Tyron Woodley are announcing their MMA comebacks. I wonder if they'll fight each other. That would be crazy. Going up, let's see. Oh, Ryan Garcia said something that nobody cares about. And then here's a feel-good story for the day. YouTuber replaces parents' dining room chandelier with a UFC Jumbotron. Let's go ahead and watch this. Wow, what great Wi-Fi.
And he called us poor.
Let me guess.
Wi-Fi on?
I don't know.
Let me
No,
guess.
it's not.
His mom does not like it.
Let's see. I gotta hear what this. I actually haven't watched this yet. I was saving for this because I think this is one of those funny stories that you're like, wow. If I had Wi-Fi, I would do this. I mean, if I had a Jumbotron, I would do this also.
Did he
No,
make
this is
the
good.
Jumbotron?
You know what? We'll never know, actually, which is great. It's probably the best part about the whole thing. Wow. Tremendous.
World War III might have happened. An EMP bomb took out the whole infrastructure.
Yeah,
We're lucky
and
to have
we don't
electricity
know.
right
No,
now.
We're
Lucky we're
crazy.
here.
Yeah. No, the internet is gone. We'll never
I gotta
have
be- I
internet
gotta be
again
real
for
with
the
you.
rest of our lives.
Wi-Fi on, Wi-Fi off. Here we go. Okay. Yep. That's good. We'll just play it. We can just add it into the end. And just. All right. Well. This is great. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for MMA Weekly Podcast numero 5 or 6. I don't know yet. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe, and also watch weekly episodes. Weekly episodes. Thank you.
Hey, that
Father,
was
for joining
great.
us. We're out. Wow, tremendous.
It's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah. I really feel it's my time, think